lipstick on the coffee rim, shade of rose you said was slim. You never liked it much, I knew, but wore it still just to tease you. Now it fades on china white, a kiss that never made it right. One sip, one pause, then walk away, like every word we didn't say. The chair across still holds your shape, that lazy lean, that half escape. The record hums a line I hate, yet here I sit an hour late. My dress still creaks with silent thrill, your cologne dancing with me still. I trace your laugh in bourbon swirl, unravel like a painted girl. Lipstick on the rim, a stain you won't recall, but it's the only proof I loved you after all. Not a letter, not a call, just a smudge too soft to fall. You kissed me once but left no hymn, just lipstick on the rim. Closing time, bartender wipes away the crime. He nods, he knows I'll pay again for memories priced more than men. I rise, I smile, I tip my chin. A lady never lets you win, but on that rim the red still gleams, proof I wore you in my dreams. Lipstick on the rim, should have stayed, but some romances fade before they're made. No sonnet, no grand hymn, just silence on a whim, and lipstick on the rim. Never said I love you, not once, not quite. He'd hum some tune, then kiss goodnight. He touched my hand like passing flame, and smile without a name. The phone would ring, then not again. His shadow knew my window pane. He wrote in glances half a page, then left me with the stage. And it's what he didn't say that echoes loudest now. Not the lies, not the vows, just the silence wrapped in how he'd breathe like love, then disappear, leaving jazz notes in my ear. No promise made, no truth to fray, just what he didn't say. drank his coffee slow and black, his secrets tucked behind his back. He danced like midnight, sharp and low, and vanished with the snow. Yes, it's what he didn't say that rings across my skin. He almost might have been a voice too soft to win. He kissed me once, then walked away, and I stayed lost in yesterday. No storm, no break, no final play, just what he didn't say. You walked in slow with your collar high, like the night had stitched you from the sky. I lit a laugh, but it burned too fast. Guess I knew this spell would never last. You asked my name like you'd heard it once, in a dream or maybe just by chance. I stirred my drink, but my hands betrayed. They shook with every note you played, and the saxophone whispered soft and low, told the truth I'd never show. Every glance a syncopated lie, played beneath the velvet sky. You danced away before goodbye. Your coat was gone from the cafe chair, just the scent of smoke still hanging there. A song remained where you had stood, felt like loss but sounded good, and the saxophone whispered soft and low, echoed things I'll never know. Every note you didn't say still lingers in the tune today, and fades like footsteps far away. The same, a little tired. I smiled like I'd just been rewired. Your voice still cracked on every high, and just like that, the years went by. You reached for sugar like before, still girl stirred its slow eyes to the floor. We sat in silence, sipped and stirred, and in that quiet we almost were. Your hand brushed mine, not quite by chance, but no one moved to change the stance. I laughed too loud, then looked away. Some ghosts don't age, they just stay gray. You wore that scarf from '94. Still frayed a bit, I knew for sure. We didn't ask, we knew the blur, but still we sat like we almost were. Comes times I cry away. If years the time I got don't claim. If meaning soothing note I meant. If let's go with me pin. And I sleep the fly lantern. It's time to just a gut half cold. I want to sleep beside her. There's no more chance. Tense, almost word. We're sitting close, the room is still. The air between us starts to fill with every word we didn't try, and somehow that feels just right. Your hand's not mine, but not that far. I hear you breathing where you are. The lights go low, your eyes go soft, and nothing loud could top this thought. You start to speak, then bite your tongue. I smile like I know what's begun. We're on the edge of something new, but scared of saying too much too soon. Your laughter's quiet, mine's unsure, the kind of silence lovers cure. But maybe this right here tonight is perfect. If we don't fight it, don't ruin it with questions now. Don't ask me where or why or how. Just let this moment breathe and sway like saxophones in cafe haze. Don't ruin it with words too loud or hopes we haven't talked about. Let's let it be, just let it sit. It's beautiful like this. Your shadow touches mine in light. We sway like notes that fall just right. You glance, I hold, and time forgives the lives we led before this kiss. We won't call this by any name. We won't define or stake a claim. Some things grow quiet, slow and deep, like something jazz would rather keep. Don't ruin it with wanting more. We're richer now than days before. If hearts could hum instead of speak, we'd play this love in minor key. So don't rush in, don't name this thing. Don't make it fly, just let it swing. Let's let it bloom, not push or twist. It's beautiful like this. Don't ruin it, please don't ruin it. I passed your flat again tonight. Same dim street, same hallway light. It flickered once like it used to do, back when it flickered over you. You'd hum a song while brewing tea and leave the light for only me. Now it burns for no one still, a quiet glow against my will. The neighbors changed, the curtains too, but I still see the shade of you. Your shadow dancing through the pane, faint as perfume after rain. I told myself to walk on past, that some soft ghosts aren't meant to last. But feet remember what hearts ignore, and mine stopped at your door. But the light stayed on, though love burned out. A little flame we left in doubt. The bulb still hums like your old tune, faint as jazz beneath the moon. And though I know you're long since gone, somehow the light stayed on. They say the past is packed away in drawers we close and lock each day. But memories slip through tiny things, like sidewalk cracks and window rings. I never knocked, I never wrote, just walked through years wrapped in your coat. The fabric thin, the scent all gone, but still that light stayed on. Yes, the light stayed on, and so did I. Trapped in a room where we said goodbye. The music fades, but not the song. Even now that way you always do. Head turned, eyes bright, looking straight through. I was there a step behind, heart on fire, words confined. I meant to speak, I really did, but every high turned into a hid. You looked at me with no clue at all, and I stayed quiet, let it fall. I almost said I love you once, right when your fingers touched your lunch. You looked at clouds and smiled so wide. I whispered nothing deep inside, almost said it when you walked my way. But your world seemed too far to stay. You never knew, and that's okay. I almost said, but turned away. You told me dreams about some guy. I smiled, I nodded, asked you why. You said he made you laugh till dawn, and I just said that's sweet, then yawned. The room was full, but I felt small, like wallpaper fading from the hall. I left before your drink ran dry, and walked alone, didn't say goodbye. I almost said you should be mine, when you said love felt hard to find. You looked at me like just a friend, and I agreed, like always again. Now years have gone and you've moved on, and no one knows that I was gone from your heart before I even knocked, locked out by silence. I never fought. I almost said I miss you still, but silence bends to someone's will. You loved, you lost, and lived your truth, while I stayed quiet in my youth. I almost said, but now I don't, and you'll never know what I almost wrote, almost said, almost mine. Ein Ohr. Back to the bar, still same old, same chipped glass, same silent beat. The saxman plays his wistful tune like nothing left to lose by noon. The mirror holds turns my lipstick red, where once his fingers brushed instead. He used to say just one more round. Now it's the echo of that sound, and I go back to the bar stool night after night, chasing his ghost in that yellow light. No words, no calls, no reason clear, just bourbon jazz and nothing near. He left no mess, just slipped the scene, but I still sit like some routine. The jukebox hums an old regret, the kind you try but can't forget. And though the glass gets filled again, it won't pour back the way it's been. So I go back to the bar stool where we began, a woman alone with a half-done plan. The laughter's gone, the lights stay low, but habits got nowhere to go. I sip, I sway, I still pretend he's late, not gone, and this won't end. Behind the closet door, still wrapped in lace and nothing more. A midnight blue with seams so fine, a dress that never got its time. I bought it for a night we planned, with trembling hope in both my hands. He said tomorrow, just us two, but dawn arrived without his shoes. And it's the dress I never wore that fits my silence more and more. No footprints left outside my door, just echoes on a hardwood floor. No lipstick smudge, no wine-stained lace, just stillness wrapped in satin gray. See it there from time to time, a memory stitched without a line. Some things we lose we never had, like songs unsung or dreams gone flat. Yes, it's the dress I never wore, the quiet now I can't ignore. No arms to hold, no night to share, just perfume hanging in the air. I zip it up in thoughts not skinned, and where the might have been. I turned the key, but left the light, too tired to chase another night. Your coat still hangs behind the door. I meant to take it down before the kettle hums a lazy tune. Your cup untouched since late last June. I told myself I'd clean the dust, but some things age the way they must. I almost made it home tonight, forgot to check the second light. I whispered something soft and low, like you were there, like you'd know. The stairs still creak at 2:30. The hallway leans like missing you. I write your name on foggy glass, then watch it fade just like the past. I almost made it home tonight, stared out the door, then killed the light. Still wear your song like borrowed clothes, too worn to keep, too mine to throw. Alto saxophone takes over as drums slow down. A single piano chord of fade, the sound of footsteps walking into silence. I left the light on in the hall, just in case you missed the call. The door's not locked, the bed's still warm. I kept the echo of your form. The key you gave me's on the shelf. I talked to no one but myself. Tonight I played your favorite song and left the light on all night long. The tea's gone cold, the couch is still. The shadows move against my will. I'll wear your shirt, the one in blue. Still folds the way it held you to. My phone's been quiet, not a sound, but hope's a thing that hangs around. I told myself, don't wait too long, then left the light on all night long. Left it on like I used to do when you'd come home past midnight too. Left it soft like whispered prayers for ghosts who pass but don't stay there. Left it on for the maybe chance you'd walk back and give one more glance. Left it on, though deep inside I knew the night would swallow light. The dawn is gray, the bulb is low, my hands are cold, the clocks move slow. I pour one cup, not two this time, and toast the shape you left behind. No note was left, no final sound, just space where love once hung around. But still tonight when day is gone, I'll leave the light a little. Left it on like I still believe in love that learns not how to leave. Left it glowing, soft and pale, a beacon when all else has failed. Maybe someday you'll see it burn and pause before you don't return. But till then, I'll sing this song and leave the light on all night long.
I found your note behind the chair, just one line and half a tear. You meant to throw it out, I guess, but some things like to reappear. I made the bed, then sat right down, still on your side, out of old grays. You always liked the window cracked, to feel the wind across your face. What we never said still lingers, like a shadow on the stair. I can hear it in the silence every time you're not quite there. Your drink, then change my mind. Let it sit till morning light. Some endings never find find a shape, they just dissolve into the night. What we never said keeps knocking, even though the door is closed. Guess I'll dance with all the echoes in the room you almost chose. Brush drums fade into soft sax, trailing off bass walks its final line. One last piano chord rings like a hush.
You tied your shoes in the quiet light, didn't speak, but I knew it wasn't right. You looked at the floor, then out to the rain, like leaving was easier than staying in pain. I poured the last of the wine we saved. You smiled like someone trying to be brave. The clock ticked on like it had no heart, and silence was tearing the room apart. So tell me your name just one last time. Say it slow like a prayer or a rhyme. I'll hold it close when the nights fall through, before I forget you, before I forget you. Your coat on the chair still hangs just right. I keep the lights dim almost every night. They ask if I'm fine, I say I'm okay, but the coffee tastes bitter every day. So tell me your name just one last time. Say it slow like a promise, not a lie. I'll write it down where the paper's blue, before I forget you, before I forget you. And if you think I'll move on like they do, you never knew the way I loved you. Every breath still ends with your sound. Every memory keeps pulling me down. So tell me your name just one last time. Let me hear it soft without goodbye. Then walk away like I want you to, before I forget you, before I forget you, before I forget you. I hope you don't forget me too. hoping your shadow might slip inside. The curtains danced like whispered rain, but morning came and you're not the same. Your coffee cup still holds a trace of lipless sips and empty space. You said you'd call by Friday night. It's Tuesday now and I've dimmed the light, and I'm still caught in a dream left open where the clocks don't tick and the words stay unspoken. You faded slow like trumpet notes that drift then die in midnight codes. I close my eyes, but you stayed gone, still dancing somewhere past the dawn. Play our favorite tune, but now it feels a touch too soon. The vinyl hiss is not your laugh, just noise that splits my nights in half. Still I linger in a dream left open, a room half lit and a past still broken. You left no notes, no maybe soon, just perfume caught beneath the moon. I tell myself, just sleep it through, but dreams don't close without you too. You left your scent on satin sheets, a ghost in heels with quiet feet. The night was long, the wine was dry. I lit a match, but not to cry. The window breathed a silver breeze. My dress still brushed against my knees, but where your kiss once touched my face, there's only ashes on the lace. Ashes on the lace you loved, where your hands would gently move. The fire we danced in turned to smoke and left me in the dress you broke. I wore the night like borrowed skin, but don't forget where we had been. No perfume now, no soft embrace, just ashes on the lace. The mirror shows a quiet girl, no more the queen of your old world. She hums a song you used to know, then lets the final record go. I gathered threads and closed the light. You
You took the stars, I kept the night. No more illusions to erase, just ashes on the lace. Ashes on the lace you loved, where your hands would gently move. The fire we danced in turned to smoke and left me in the dress you broke. I wore the night like borrowed skin, but dawn forgot where we had been. No perfume now, no soft embrace, just ashes on the lace. Some dreams don't burn, they just erase, like ashes on the lace. I sat across your hands and teeth, eyes on the window. You smiled like someone taught you how, but not like you did when you meant it loud. Your laugh was soft, a little slow. I counted lies you'd never show. The cup was full, the time was fast, but no one asked if it would last. You talked of work and plans ahead. I nodded like the words you said still meant a thing, but truth be told, they sounded distant, they felt cold. I watched the clock, you stirred your drink. I said too much, you didn't blink. We stayed polite, we let it pass, and no one asked if love can crash. No one asked if I still stayed up late, waiting on a voice that changed its shape. No one asked if you still dream in gray. We just said fine and walked away. The chairs were warm, the lights were dim. Your shadow leaned, then pulled back in. I reached for words I didn't say, and you just smiled and looked away. We paid the bill, no need to stall. You held the door, I felt too small. Our hearts knew how, but let it pass because no one asked, and that was that. No one asked if this was still a song, or if we'd been pretending all along. No one cried and no one called it pain, but both of us felt that refrain. You didn't ask, and I didn't stay. ashtray is cold, the glass is dry, the band packed up and said goodbye. But I still sit in fading light, where your last words hang in the night. The echoes hum across the floor, like you just slipped out through the door. And though the world has closed that page, I play your name on every stage. What the silence left is more than sound, a rhythm lost that can't be found. You were the chord that made me sway. Now every note just drifts away. Your shadow danced along the wall, a cigarette, your midnight call. Now only smoke and low brass moan sing stories meant for us alone. What the silence left is all I keep, a tune too tired to make me weep. The space you filled is quiet now, but I still hear you somehow. Brush drums fade, the lights grow thin. I hum the end where you begin, and when the crowd forgets my name, the silence sings just the same. I set the table for two again, even though I know it's just pretend. The cup you liked is still on the right. I pour the tea, then leave the light. The door's still creaky where you used to knock. Your sweater's folded by the ticking clock. I play the song you said felt like home, but now the room just feels alone. I thought you'd stay, not just pass through, like morning rain that kissed the roof. I never asked, I let you choose, but deep inside I thought you'd stay. You didn't promise, you never lied. You held my hand, then stepped aside. I searched for signs and things you said, but silence echoed.
them instead. I thought you'd stay, not just appear, then fade like smoke and disappear. You didn't run, you slipped away, so soft, so slow. I thought you'd stay. Now I leave the window halfway wide, in case the wind brings back your sight. And every night I close my eyes, still making room for your goodbye. I thought you'd stay, I never knew how much I'd build around just you. But now I'm here and you're not near, and I still wait. I thought you'd stay. I thought you'd stay just once. Hung it up the night before, a little silk, a little ore, a quiet blue with buttons gold, for promises I thought you'd hold. The mirror smiled, the clock was slow, the rain tapped soft like long ago. I waited by the open door in the dress I never wore. The dress I never wore for you still smells like hope and evening dew. It whispers love I saved so long, in scenes that never felt so wrong. You never called, you never came, but still I wore your phantom name and danced across a silent floor in the dress I never wore. The candle sighed, the curtain swayed. I watched my dreams begin to fade. The record spun, then lost its tune, while shadows settled with the moon. I didn't cry, I didn't plead, just let the silence take the lead, and hung it back behind the door. The dress I never wore, the dress I never wore for you still smells like hope and evening dew. It whispers love I saved so long, in seams that never felt so wrong. You never called, you never came, but still I wore your phantom name and danced across a silent floor in the dress I never wore.
I left the matches
by the sink, right where you'd reach for them, I think. Your lighter's gone, the flame is too, but habit makes me talk to you. The kettle hums a quiet tune. I stare out past the silver moon. You took the sugar, left the spoon. A perfect kind of afternoon. And I still glance where the matches were, as if your hands might reappear. A simple place, a small routine, but that's where love has always been. You faded out without a blur, still glowing faint where the matches were. Your shoes don't line the hallway floor, but echoes still come through the door. I hum the tune you used to hate. Now it's the only one I play. And I still glance where the matches were, like muscle memory in reverse. I don't expect the flame to rise, just learn to live with colder skies. The smallest